They got a logic all on their own.
Yeah, that's right, Sarge. You know, just like women.
Imagine that. A woman android.
Hey. Okay, just shut the fuck up. Both of you.
Recon 2020, The Caprini Massacre, is a 2004 movie. It is also under the title Power Core, or just Recon 2020. Directed by Christian Veal, co-written by and starring Andy Bradshaw, it follows human space marines sent out to investigate a hidden alien laboratory, only to be swarmed by bioweapons.
So, the movie is charming, like, for the first little half of it.
The first half.
You can see so clearly what the film is trying to do. There's so many tropes, check boxes that it's trying to
it's like,
check off.
We need to add more.
We need this.
We need sexual tension between the pilot and the main guy for some weird reason.
That's it. We are hitched.
Great. Can I kiss the bride?
I will say, once again, we've talked about how bad the rips on these films were. Man, this might have been the worst.
It cuts off the
title cards at the bottom, but
it looks like someone with a really shitty webcam snuck into a theater and they had to zoom in a little bit to get the film without like getting in trouble.
Listen up, folks. He was no longer human, all right? So whatever was running around out there was not your flight partner, not your boyfriend. It's just a fucking animal.
I guess your date's off, huh, Sarge?
So, because this film is trying to be like a military hoorah film, it starts out with the main captain guy saying all these bizarre
fucking weird
phrases
one-liners
that aren't real phrases.
No.
Okay. You guys want some milk with the tea? Now, intel's about as good as last year's horoscope. In other words, we're walking into a nest of vipers covered in dog shit. Meaning, we're gonna have to be ready to get out of there faster than a half-fucked fox in a forest fire.
Like, I feel like sci-fi is really hard to do, especially on a low budget, but they do their best, and it's really cool at first because...
There's like endearing, awkward CGI.
Yeah, it reminds me of that one Fox Kids show.
And true attempts at lore. Like, they try to build a story that they can actually continue with.
Well, you know, the aliens, the Mahars.
Mahars.
This movie throws everything at the wall and is trying to make something stick. It's revealed that the Mahars are turning people and like creatures into monsters based off of human myths.
Yeah.
So there's werewolves, warwolves.
Werewolf?
No, werewolf.
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 I put cat person zombie thing looked like Great Value Vincent from Ron Perlman's Beauty and the Beast. That's my notes on that. The cyborgs, it's endearing.
The android looks like a fucking hacker from Hackers.
Design, it's very like Matrix meets Stargate.
The guy that plays Sergeant Sharp in it is fucking hamming it up the whole film. It's relentless how much he's hamming it up.
Man bites dog. Oh.
I kept calling the pilot Lizzie McGuire in my notes.
Well, her name is Fook.
Yeah, Fooks.
So if I come back in one piece, you'll consider a date?
Maybe. I'll think about that.
Figure it out on the way.
That's all I can say about the film. The film is...
And somehow it has 2 sequels.
It has 2 sequels, so...
Oh, there's Soderbergh panels. I forgot about that.
There's Steven Soderbergh Ocean's 11 panels that just like come out from everywhere.
This is the core right here. Now, of course, we're gonna have a little Steven Soderbergh box that kind of flies off into the corner. That's of my points, because that's what it's always been about, baby. You're gonna hack into the mainframe. You're the cat burglar who's gonna do the cat burglar stuff.
Meow. Hot Ice is a 2010 film written, directed, and starring John Bianco. It's about 4 friends that stumble on a diamond heist turned deadly shootout that decide the best course of action is to steal the diamonds and attempt to sell them themselves. Their get-rich-quick scheme turns deadly with both the mob and the cops on their heels. This is Another film with bad leaps of logic. These guys are introduced doing some like sick motorcycle like wheelies on the freeway, and then they just stumble on like this fresh crime scene with perceived dead bodies like lying on the ground, and they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna steal whatever's in that fucking car. It's like, what? Who does that?
I was gonna say, it technically doesn't start out with that, because it starts out with Mr. Johnson. When we were watching this film, the first thing that jumped out to us, I think the score is actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like really early 2000s G-Unit era hip hop and stuff.
Yeah, it's
That's what it
good.
sounds like. However, the first song in the film, it keeps playing this clip in the chorus. And that's all we could focus on for the whole scene.
It's like they're doing sick wheelies. Mr. Johnson.
I think like the performances are really good between all of them. There's a lot of weird casual racism in the film, which is like bizarre.
It feels like they watch The Sopranos and they're like, that's what I want for their mobsters.
Leave the fucking cheese there, all right? I love fucking cheese at my feet.
And I will say, while the acting isn't terrible, some of the acting is Steve Rambo clip worthy. And if you don't believe us, go back to The Bump. We've snuck a scene in.
Steve, look out!
Yeah, there's also a lot of like heavily repeated dialogue.
There are these two detectives in the film that are like kind of following the group of guys. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be a joke, but if it's not a joke, I don't understand. They continuously, constantly say the two phrases
in over their heads. And my personal favorite, I'm glad we're on the same page. Every single scene they're in.
Every scene.
Jackson, anything seem bizarre here?
What makes you say that, Lieutenant?
Just checking to see that we're on the same page.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Are we on the same page, Jackson? Glad we're on the same page. Glad we're on the same page, Jackson. Guess we're not on the same page, huh, Jackson? Now let's see what Mangano has to say when and if he wakes up tomorrow from this nightmare.
It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. The ending's kind of gimmicky. Like there's a what a twist. But overall, it's not bad. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Fine.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I think they were in over their heads.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Forgot about that one.
Yes.
I love it when
we're on the same page, I know.
Let's begin. Lesson number 1. First example. My favorite one. Me.
Mad Bad is a 2007 film written by Chip Joslin and Jason Caballotti. It follows the story of a newly released ex-convict that turns back to a life of crime to support himself and his sister's budding music career. After he steals from the wrong person, everyone connected to the crime finds themselves on the wrong end of a psychopath.
This film we started.
Yeah.
4 times?
Yeah. We started it 4 times, finished it on that 4th run. We tried it pretty early in, and we kept getting to a point and going, oh my God, this is boring, and just kind of shutting it off. But it's really funny because this most recent time, when we sat through it, we're like, this isn't as bad as we remember it being. And I think part of it's just because of how many awful movies we've sat through with this damn collection.
Yeah.
That like, by proxy, it's an okay film.
I'll definitely say this. This movie tries to deal with a lot of extremely heavy subjects.
Yes.
Whether it succeeds or not is up to your own interpretation.
That being said, I don't think it's a bad film. It is very, very slow in the beginning, so go in knowing that if you decide to find this one. The ending's kind of super predictable. And this is another one of those films with a lot of like really weird leaps of logic. This guy, Justin, he gets out of jail. He goes to a mechanic that was recommended to him by someone he was in jail with to like find a job. That person asks him to start stealing cars for them. For some weird reason, our main protagonist 100% openly admits he steals cars to like every woman he talks to. Without fail.
I love your car.
It's not mine. I'm stealing it.
And then later she like runs into him again and becomes his stalker?
She stalks him
Yeah.
to get into a relationship with him and is like, ooh, you steal cars. And it's
I'm so excited.
How's the car theft industry?
Good.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that is definitely one of the most confusing parts of the film. The villain in the film is doing his best Voss impression.
Yes.
It was after 2007-ish when The Dark Knight came out and Heath Ledger did the portrayal of the Joker, and then everyone wanted to do that charismatic psychopath villain.
100%.
And you know, there's so many different, and I always think of like Voss from like Far Cry 3, but man, the villain in this wants to be in that pantheon.
He isn't a bad portrayal of it though. Like he's probably the best actor in the film.
Ethan. Now that is some seriously fucked up shit. Messing with your best friend's sister, I mean. That's what really bugs me about everything today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no codes left. There's no morals, no ethics, no fucking decency. I'm sorry. I feel a little passionate about that.
But yeah, the film's not bad. It's fine. There's not a lot to say.
Hayden, the sister, has some extremely cool Frutiger Metro style.
Oh, second album Avril Lavigne kind of look.
Well, she looks like Miss Let's Do a Jig Ashley Simpson.
That's not wrong. And this is her only film credit.
She did a jig.
She did a jig.
Tariq, what's going on?
Hey, Leonard, my man. How are you, man?
I've been better, had some bad seafood, had a bad case of the runs this week.
Look, man, I'm not interested in your abdominal or gastric problems, all right?
Circle of Fury is a 2010 film. It follows an Iraq veteran turned homeless wanderer that seeks the aid of his childhood friend to start a mixed martial arts school. But things aren't as it seems, with the friend using this school as a money laundering enterprise to conceal his drug empire and illegal fighting ring.
The film's all right. We don't ever go into films looking for faults.
No.
We're not CinemaSins. But one thing, only because it happens
within the first 5 minutes.
Within like the first 2 minutes of the film. Watching the film, you can tell that maybe whoever might be doing the audio mix for the film is struggling a little bit, which is fine. In the beginning, they're trying to do the trope. It's supposed to be a veteran having
like a war flashback.
A war flashback. Audio that's supposed to be dreamy and with a lot of reverb and delay and stuff. Maybe it was just by accident, or maybe they didn't think about it, but there's no effects on it. It is a dry flashback. And it's not supposed to be funny, because we would never laugh about that in real life.
But oh my goodness.
But I'll just, we'll just put it here, and you all can listen to this vocal performance as well as these sound effects and
make your own decisions.
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm hit. Johnny, help me. Johnny, don't run away. Johnny,
You know what? At the end of this review, I'm going to redo that exact scene, and I'm going to make it sound the way it should have, to pay respects to what it should have been.
For a very clearly inspired by Fight Club film, I think that's an interesting idea to focus on the abandonment of veterans. They don't go too heavy into it though. I think if they did more with that, it would have been a much more compelling story. But I don't feel like this is a bad film per se. It's just kind of boring, and it's very clear that a lot of the dialogue is 100% ad-libbed.
Yes.
The antagonist, I guess, the best friend,
Tariq,
He talks in circles.
He says everything 2 to 3 times in a row.
You want to run this place for me? I might let you run my gym. Now, if you win, you can run my gym for me. You can run this gym for me, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Be just like we was kids. Remember that? Just like we was kids. Remember, Johnny? Just like we was kids, baby. Just like we was kids, baby. I know that hurt, Johnny. Come on, baby. Get up. Come on, baby. Come on, Johnny, baby. Did I hurt that little baby? You're not looking too good, baby. What happened, baby? Ding.
Tariq's performance is weird. He's trying to be like a smooth talking guy, but either because the director didn't know when to say cut or they weren't given a full script or something, he's forced to improvise.
Yeah.
So, man, who's a honey I see you talking to? What's up with that?
Yeah, just met her, trying to get back in the game. It's
been a while. It's been a long while.
You know how I roll, man.
How you roll. I know how you used to roll. I see how you rolling now, though. That looks nice, though.
Yeah, it's been a while, baby.
Long while, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
This film, a lot of it feels like it could have had like scenes cut, it could have been shorter. It just kind of dragged on towards the tail end, although it does have like one other area of like accidental comedy. He's confronting the people who are like in the gym making the drug.
Tariq is the owner of this gym that
he's letting Johnny
manage.
Yeah.
It's revealed that Tariq is actually like selling drugs out of there and out of all of his businesses and stuff.
And up on the upper floor of the gym, there are people making the drugs there.
I will say the people that are making the drugs, I don't believe they make drugs because if I remember correctly, I think they're in like scientist coats. It's weird.
It's very bizarre, but the moment of like accidental comedy is the second time he confronts them, he starts punching the guys there, and then this lady goes, "You wouldn't hit an unarmed woman, would you?" He fucking texts her. And it's not supposed to be funny, it just is.
You wouldn't hurt an unarmed girl, would you?
It's not a bad film. It's kind of boring. It's very misguided, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, just fine.